Hello, Semrine and Baber. Here is your sewer scope from today's inspection. This is me just kind of giving you orientation, letting you know that I'm actually in your basement. There's the clean out and the floor that we pointed out earlier. We're PVC. First fun thing that we get to is that's my camera. So my camera head twisted back on itself. That's generally not a good thing. It's really kind of a dangerous thing when you're doing sewer scopes to have your camera head twist back like that or fold in on itself. Sometimes it's really easy to get stuck. There's the blockage in question, right? So my take is that that's been building up stuff, let's just call it stuff, over a long period of time, right? So basically the pipe is completely clogged right now. There is some fluid getting through, but it's initially I wasn't able to push through. So I pulled back. What I wanted to see is the direction of the water flow. So what I'll do here in a moment is I'll pull my camera head back out. It'll still be dangling down that initial drop-in pipe, and then I'm going to flush a toilet in the basement bathroom just so I can get an idea of which way the water's flowing. I think that helped me push through that initial clogged area. Okay, so here we are. So I'm just so I'm just setting it there, leaving it for just a second. Walking away, and I'm going to flush the toilet here, and then you'll see the water flow from right to left on your screen. There you go. So volume of water coming across. So I'm going to drop back down, and then again I think that's going to help me push through. So, and then we'll go out 40 to 50 feet or so before the picture clears up and you can actually see where you are. So the reason why you're seeing black and some flashes of light is, my guess is whatever mass there was is right directly in front of my camera head, and I'm pushing it along, right? I think it'll most likely what'll happen is it'll clear out once we get to more of an aggressive or steep grade in the pipe, and then it'll go away. It'll beat me in the kind of the race to the end type of thing. Okay, so here we are. Now you can see the heavy volume of water flowing. So once that dam kind of breaks free, basically that mass of water behind the dam is able to discharge. So now the pipe is clean. So we'll go out to the end of the pipe. No issues that I can see from that point moving forward. And then coming back again, we got a pretty steep grade right here dropping down. No major issues seen. We'll go out to roughly 115 feet or so before we hit the city connection. And then I'll do the return trip. You're going to see two things on the return trip. One, we're not underwater anymore because the dam has been pushed out. But two, and more importantly, you're going to see root intrusion just probably about 6 to 8 feet from where we drop in. We'll talk more about that once we get to that point. All right, here's the final turn. That's the city connection right there. You can see just for the simple fact that the pipe is moving or located left to right across your screen. basically at a right angle to your pipe. That's where we connect in. Kind of small, kind of liner note, I don't use a self-leveling head on my camera, so the water flow above on the top of your screen is basically the bottom of the pipe. My camera head's just upside down at this point. It really doesn't matter one way or the other. The self-leveling head, has some benefits. Generally speaking, those camera heads are bigger, so it's harder to push them through certain pipe situations. Okay, so I'm pulling back. We'll go all the way back. Again, the big thing that you're going to see is that we're not holding any water, maybe until we get closer to the entry point. But basically, everything's been cleared out. So at this point, I'll just be quiet until we get back to that section in question. Sorry. So the pauses here. This is me basically prepping my cable as I pull back. So not that you need to know this, but this on the technical side, what I do is I wrap disinfectant wipes around the cable, and then I wrap paper towels around the disinfectant wipes, and I use those to clean off my cable as I pull back towards the beginning of the pipe. Just one, obviously it's sanitary to do that, and two, it makes the ride home a lot more pleasant, that it's cleaner, basically. So there'll probably be another pause here as I ditch, oh, there you go, right there. So ditching, well, no, maybe that wasn't that. So ditching the towels there, and I'll probably redo it again right here. Okay. Another side note. So because of the back and forth movement of my cable, going out on the counter, the distance counter is fairly accurate. Coming back, I'm always off by anywhere from 10, 15, 20 feet or so, just because of how I go back and forth. Okay, those are the routes that I was talking about. That's what's causing all the problems. In PVC pipe, because it's a glued connection, you really should not have any root intrusion. It shouldn't happen. So one of two things is happening. Either whoever installed the pipe didn't glue that section, or there's damage, and roots are getting into the pipe. In either case, my recommendation is that the pipe needs to be further evaluated. Basically, unfortunately, they're going to have to dig up that section and figure out why those roots are coming in. Relatively close. It's not 26 feet away from the foundation wall. Most likely what they'll have to do is run a camera through, locate where the problem is, and then they'll know where to dig. And then they can, that's right at a connection point. So hopefully it's something as simple as replacing that connection point, and it's not a major issue. Please reach out to me with any questions.